Quote, but there's always a distance between the intentions of curriculum designers and actual teaching practices. The curriculum in vivo, as contrasted with in vitro, consists in the actual activities employed in classrooms. No professional curriculum designer can know the details or specifics of individual classrooms or the needs of particular children, end quote. I totally agree with that. As a former curriculum developer, I can say that what I designed was intended to be customized for the students that the teacher was working with, because I don't know what your classroom context is like. I don't know what students are interested in. I want you to be able to modify the lessons and the projects and the resources, etc., to align with the kids that you're working with. I can't just say, hey, this is going to work for everybody, even though I know many kids will enjoy the projects that I created as they were originally designed. However, they could be even better if they were customized a little bit, or maybe a lot of it, for the students that you're working with. And this doesn't mean just for customization for, all right, I'm going to make a project that matches the 30 kids that I work with, but instead saying, how can I make it so that we have 30 different projects that match the 30 unique individuals that I'm working with? So if you are a curriculum designer, I highly recommend thinking of this when you are creating your content, whether it's your resources, your lessons, or projects, whatever. Try and think of them as like a platform or a springboard for further ideas to be remixed and expanded upon, rather than like immutable lessons and projects that need to be left intact from how you originally designed it. Yeah, what you designed may have worked great for the kids that you were thinking of when you're creating it, but it might not work for, 95% of the rest of the kids that are outside of that context. And that's okay, and that should be expected. But if we dive a little bit deeper into that idea, that doesn't just apply to curriculum designers, professional development designers, etc. This also applies to teachers. So if you are picking up any kind of a lesson plan, I strongly recommend that you customize it in some way to better match the kids that you're working with. Even if you feel like you are brand new to a domain like computer science and you don't have a lot of experience in it, try and find ways to customize it for the kids you're working with. And one way that you can easily do that is just ask kids how they might modify this. So if you're working on like a project from scratch, great. Instead of having everybody recreate the exact same project, ask kids at the beginning to think of how they might take the model project, the example project idea, and change it so that it is more relevant to their own interests and needs and desires, etc.